Hey guys, this is Eve, Scrapbooking with me, and today we're going to make a card front, and I'm going to make one just, it will say, what will it say? It will say the best friend. So this is just a little friendly card that you might want to send out. Now this is a 5x7 card base, and I'm just making my card front. Like I told you, a lot of times I like to just make the card front if I'm not going to send it out right then, and then just stick it in my drawer. And I'll have it ready when it is time to let it go. Alright, I'm going to go over the white pieces of paper first because we're going to do a little bit of something to them. Okay, this piece is cut, let's see. This is cut at 2 5/8 by 4 1/8. Now, I'm cutting on the 8s just because I'm of the particular size that I wanted, but you don't have to do that. You could cut at 2 1/2 if you wanted to by 2 and it would be fine. So don't worry about the 8s, just, you know, just cut it. I know a lot of people don't like the 8s, they don't like to fool with them, so. I'm also going to be using a little stencil. I don't use my stencils enough. I have a whole drawer full of them and I don't use them. This one I've used and you can see it is well loved. But it doesn't hurt anything to use them over and over again. I usually try to go wash them off if I'm going to use them again and again, but sometimes I absolutely forget. And I have got some Distress Oxide peeled paint. And then this is just a piece of the Ranger cut and dry foam. It comes in a huge thing like this. And I just cut it up, and a lot of times that's what I use instead of the blending tools, because sometimes the blending tools puts a little bit too much ink down. So I will use these, and all I'm going to do is just go over lightly and put a little bit of this honeycomb effect in the background. So I'm just hitting kind of light. I don't want it dark. There we go, that will work. See if you can see that. See, that's all we did. So we'll lay that one aside, and then we have one that is, let's see what size this one is. This is cut at 2 1/2 by 3 1/2. So I'm going to do the same thing on this one. And I just kind of put my finger in the center of that, as you can see, and kind of make it into a little. Okay, so we're just going to put a little bit of this down. Again, I'm just going over it lightly. Don't want anything real heavy. And it just puts, well, I cannot pick it up. Just puts a little bit on the background. And then this one is cut at 2 inches by 2 1/2. Do this one the same way, and I'm just going to lay it all the way across there and then just go to the areas that I want. I think I'm going to put a little bit of this ink around the edges of this. This I cut, this is a piece of cardstock that is cut 6 inches by 1 inch, and then I just cut a little banner tail or fishtail on the end of it there. And I'm just going to go around it with a little bit of this same ink to just kind of make it blend. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp this so this can be dry. Hopefully this is the first time I've used this stamp, so we're hoping it's going to stamp pretty good. Let's see. More ink right there. Hold it just a second to let that ink transfer over. There we go. Cute. Okay. Now we're going to lay that aside, and then we'll start assembling our card. Like I said, this is a 5x7 base, and then we have this piece that is cut at 3 inches by 4 1/2. This is going to go right here. First, we're going to mat this down on there. Okay, so that is matted on there, and then that's going to be our back one. So what I did is I took this die, and this is a Floral Harmony collection, and it is a mum bouquet, and if I can find this, I'll link it below. We sold them last year, but we don't have any more in stock. Now this one, I punched out all of the little seeds. I call them seeds. I guess they were supposed to be seeds. We punched out all of those. Now I'm just going to put some dots of glue here and there. There we go. We've got that one. I know that yellow is hard for you to see in this light. And I'm just going to trim off that little tail there. So then we're going to put this down right there. Okay. And then our next one, this piece is cut at 3 inches by 4. So this is 3 by 4. And I've already told you the measurements on this one, so we're going to put that right there on the top. Okay, now our next flower, we didn't punch out all of the little, as I call them, seedlings. We left some of them in there. We die cut it, and then we didn't run it through twice, so we left a few in there. So this is going to be like the next phase of the flower. And again, we're going to cut that little tail off there. Oh, that one shot up on my computer. And then this one is going to go just like that. But we're going to put this one up on some foam tape. So just kind of half it in between this. Just leave a little bit on each end, about the same amount. And you're going to lay that one down like that. And then you're going to go to this one, and this piece is cut at 2.5 by 3. And then we're going to mat this one on there. Okay. And then we have the flower that just has a few little seeds out here and there, not many at all. So we're going to put this one down, and then we will trim this off. And that one's going to go right there. And we're going to try to leave the same amount here and here on either end. But we're going to put this up on foam tape as well. We're going to put this up on one layer of foam tape on one side, the side that's going to go here, and then 2 layers on this side. And just leveling it up like that. Now you can see this is like the 3 stages of this flower. This one is when it first starts coming out and shedding some of its little seedlings. This one's a little bit more, and then this one is a full shed of it. There we go. And then we're going to put our banner right across the bottom here. And we're going to need to put a little foam tape on this end, because we want it to be even across. Okay, we've got 2 layers under there, then 1 layer here, and then not any here. We're just going to glue this straight down, just like that. So there is our little banner across it. Take 2 little pieces of bling, and I'm going to put them on this end. Kind of matches the background paper. So I've got a piece of baker's twine. It's just that green and white. I'm going to run it under that. And then I'm going to tie a little bow here. And then I'm going to put a little dot of glue under that so it doesn't move and it doesn't come untied. So there we go. There's our card front for a sweet friend. Very simple and easy, but it looks really, really elegant, doesn't it? Alright guys, that is it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to click that little bell when that bell pops up so that you'll be notified when we put up a new video. And also, if you are not already a member of our E-Kit Club, don't forget to go ahead and join that if you're going to, because all of our March kits are selling out fast. Our February kits have been gone for a while. March is selling out fast, so I think we only have maybe 5 or 6 more of the March kits, so make sure that you get in on that if you want one. Now March, if you sign up for the March kit, the March kits will be mailed out on March the 6th. February kits will be mailed out on February the 6th, and then April 6th, and so forth. So make sure that you get on the Kit Club. We have the May stamps that will be going into our club kits. Now, these are not stamps that you will have ever seen before from her. She is making them especially for our kits. So it's not something that you have seen in her store. It's not something that you have bought before. They're brand new, especially for our kits. She will also, once our kits ship out, she will also be doing a full tutorial on how to use the stamps that she has in the kits over on her channel. Alright guys, we will talk to you later. Thanks so much.